Hey, good morning everybody, Bill here. This morning I'm at the Mutual Riverfront Park down here at the foot of Hamburg Street in Buffalo, New York. And the reason for my visit today is I'm going to check out a couple of kayak launch sites. The Buffalo River Hamburg launch site, which is a DEC site, is going to be closed all summer. I like putting in on the Buffalo River and doing a little fishing and cruising around. So I'm going to check out a spot here at the foot of Hamburg Street, which is right down there. And you can see some grain elevators in the background. And we'll get down there, take a look around, and I'll share with you in case you feel like putting in down here sometime. Cheers. Before I get to the water, I just want to say, right down here at the foot of Hamburg Street is a little rental store for kayaks called Elevator Alley Kayak Rentals. Talked to the owner, seems like a nice guy. If you're looking to rent a kayak down here on the Buffalo River, it seems like he's got really good rates. He said $30 for 2 hours, so might be an option for you guys, or if you've got friends that don't have kayaks. Okay, here I am down at the foot of Hamburg Street in Elevator Alley. There's some of the old grain elevators right there. Boy, the history if those places could talk, huh? Moored alongside the grain elevator, you see the SS Columbia. It's an old passenger cruise ship. It's not the Canadiana, which is the boat that took people over to Crystal Beach, but it was designed by the same naval architect, Frank Kirby. And the SS Columbia right there is being restored. The hull was recently completed. The Columbia was built in Detroit, while the Canadiana was built right here in Buffalo, I believe. So, by the way, I saw the Canadiana up in Welland about 20 years ago. It was completely demolished and sunk. I think they're trying to restore the wheelhouse, but that's as close as they're ever going to get to a restoration there. Okay, back on topic. Here's the little dock piling area. Very nice. Little park, some benches. Over at the Mutual Park, there is parking, although it's gated off right now. There's also some on-street parking in the area. So if it wasn't too busy, wasn't a weekend, I would imagine that parking wouldn't be trouble for you. A couple guys fishing down there. Don't know if they're catching anything. Water looks brown today, but we had an awful lot of rain here the past couple of days or week. So let me walk down now, and I think we're going to try to get a better look at the kayak launch area. Okay, there's the kayak launch. They got a nice little floating breakwater here, just to give you some calmer water, and then I think there's usually a gap in it right there that you paddle out through. Looks like a lot of floating debris, sticks and twigs up on the ramp area. I'd like to think that's going to be cleaned out at some point. I don't know who does it or whose responsibility it is. A couple little tugboats here, and again, could be an option for us. Again, this is the foot of Hamburg Street in Buffalo on the Buffalo River, Elevator Alley. Part of historic Buffalo, New York, Elevator Alley. We're on the Buffalo River. These are old, basically abandoned grain elevators. You know, back in the day, Buffalo was the flour milling capital of the world. Freighters from the Midwest would come down to Great Lakes and drop off grain in Buffalo, and Buffalo would mill that grain into flour, and then that flour would go down the Erie Canal to the East Coast and be used all over the world.